Welcome back, y'all. My name's Twice. This is The Rise of the Golden Idol. DLC number 3 in this case. I'm gonna try not to miss whenever this launches. We'll see. We're deep into... We're about halfway through Q3. But they're so quick with it. Either way, let's do the Age of Restraint. And jump right in which an ancient society cracks down on dangerous technology. You did not do enough. I have seen 2 full games and DLCs saying otherwise. Oh, this is just the map. It just looks weird. Okay. You got like a little knot in your fur. I'm trying to get it out. No. Alright. Fruits of disobedience, a tragic occurrence in an ancient orchard. How's everyone doing today? I'm pretty spiffy. I'm tired, but I'm feeling pretty good myself. I appreciate the oddity. Part of the reason I enjoyed the end of the first game so much. Well, that's obviously a little different. Those certainly are feet left in boots. Okay. That's your butt. Thank you, kitty. Okay. Before giving your testimony, make sure your temporary Veridola is calibrated. Repeat after me. I am a sentinel. I am not a sentinel. The canal is pink. The canal is blue. Okay, so green, good, pink, bad. I'm a sentinel. I am not a sentinel. The canal is pink. The canal is blue. Sir, the family members with me in the Spiked Fruit Orchard used only our approved tools today, and everyone stayed in their assigned orchards. One more, if you finish before your uncle and aunt today and prove the Yeldas are the lifeblood of these orchards, I will take you to a spool dance performance. Do not disappoint me, son. Okay. So you deny that misuse was behind this. Roscoe, be forthcoming with information. Nobody will be punished. I don't know. Technological abuse report. Violation of national restraint policy. Tanska Orchard, Xenopolis, fused organic matter to be determined. Punishment, memory removal. That's crazy. Well, it depends on, are you removing just that memory? See, my range is short and its uses are limited. My children and I obey the charter with exactness. I assume my husband Tanis told you the same thing. I went to the glute fruit orchard with my grandfather for the harvest. What else is there to say? I harvested glute fruit. Glut fruit. So spite fruit and glut fruit. My colleagues are interviewing your family members separately. Please recount your day to me. Temporary Veridola. So the things that they're wearing are like lie detectors, and then they're embedded in these people. So, didn't harvest glut fruit. People will be punished. My son was just killed, and they raid my orchard to strap us to Veridolas like we're liars. Call him father. I'll mislure him as much as you will, but aren't they simply ensuring that the truth is revealed? Why the Yeldas should inherit the orchards? My brother is lazy, his wife is disrespectful, my nephew is useless. All three Lurvels have yet to prove their worth to the orchards. My parents will see the truth soon enough. Property of Nada Yelda. Okay. We've covered that. What's in here? Wow. Infinite. Oh. Hello. The man is not breathing. I gathered that. I did gather that. Which one are you? That's a schnoz, so I'm gonna guess that's you. Related to the deceased. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay, Harvest Day assignments: Glut Fruit, Ethamentanus, Spite Fruit, not an Orient, and Rosca, Bait Fruit, Lorum, and Vel. Something continually is popping into the wrong thing there, which is interesting. Is that this guy? Pops it into existence there. He's using the wrong calibration. Though, is that something he knows? Probably not. Safety Charter, approved by Sentinels. Farmers may only use approved harvesters comprising neck, extendable for use on bait fruit plants. Tine, keep raise range to about a hand's length. Ferule corresponds to a specific bin's portal. Transmitter pointed at ground during use. Grip for holding. Safeguard prevents targeting of any matter except for fruit. And invalid harvester configurations. Yeah, I mean, it says that it's a triangle there, so that fits. It's sending it to the triangles. Lurvel handles a glut fruit. Town's Family Orchard voted best fruit planters in Lemuria. Okay, well, that does make some things easier here. Got a glut fruit, which is there. And then his name is Lurvel. Just kidding. I am not allowed to... Oh, wait. No, not just kidding. It's there. It's just... He's had a bit of a makeover. This is fun just because you get to... You have to parse it from the start. They had a similar thing when we were looking into, like, the Lemurians themselves. Translating this ancient, like, nomenclature and technology into modern, or into, like, your intelligence and, like, understanding is always pretty darn interesting. Okay, you're speaking wrong. Your son is being questioned in the Spite Fruit Orchard. This is all standard procedure for our investigations. Why do you fear us? An approved harvester could not have caused this atrocity. Which of you broke the charter? No one did, so someone did. Let's grieve. Where did you take my son? Okay. And then we've got... time that will be so much more efficient. Better reach means quicker work. I'll test it today. I'll prove that Nada is wrong about me. Modified time requires a modified safeguard to work. I'll need to adjust that as well then. Tavek Ptu and Morina Freppo have joined hands in marriage in line with new Lemurian tradition. Their new family name will be Tavrina. So, part of the first name in both. Damn, I would have loved to put 2, though. Alright, so... Son was killed. Okay, so this... That's gonna be the grandmother. And that's Tanis. So, grandparent to start with. Tanis. And the question is, were they married? And if so, what's going on there? Not sure yet. Raska. So they married, and it was Raska and Tan something. Or Tan something. Tan something. Oh, Tanis. Duh. Anyways, Raska. And they become Tanska. That's their family. Now, the thing is, do they keep their name, or is that different? You know? Lurum Lurvel. Which would theoretically mean that the last... Lamori... The Yeldas are the lifebloods of the Orchards. With my grandfather... That's not a Yelda. And then, which one are you? Let's grieve in peace. So that's gotta be Vel. So that's Vel, Lurvel, right? Not a Yelda, which means there's a Yell somewhere. But seems to not be in this section. One of these is the son. Well, it would make sense that these two are, just based on the hair, but let's see. Lamori, lifebloods of the Orchards before your uncle and aunt. Yeah, so Lamori Yelda. No, we'll get there. So that's a Lamori Yelda, and then this is another Lurvel. Which he should also have somewhere. All three Lurvels. Husband of Tanis. It's gotta be here somewhere. Nada? Is that it? No. Unfortunately not. Oh. So, Nada, Thomas, Mori, Roscoe, Luramvel, Atham. Or Etham. Sorry. Not a expert yet in... Nice. That's always feels good when you get it right first time. Not an expert in Lemurian language just yet. Okay, so that's a spouse. That's the child. That's his nephew, and then that's his brother, sibling, whatever. I feel like that's right, though. Everything's right here. That's Lurum. That's Vel. They were married. These two are both grandparents. That's his nephew, Yelda. Right, you said son, right? I'm not crazy. Yeah. I'm missing something here, but I could not tell you what. It has to be grandparent. They're both Tannises. They're married. Unless that's like an uncle. Are they aunt and uncle to him? No. Oh, right. No, they're both parents. Sorry. I was thinking, yeah, no, they're both the parents. No, that makes sense. Alright, so that's that. As for the, like, these fruit, they said extendable neck for one of them, right? And that's in here. Extendable for use on bait fruit plants. So that, I mean, that just means that has to be bait fruit. And then, therefore, that's a spite fruit. Yeah. Is this who was actually working where kind of deal? Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, we're gonna start here. I know it's wrong, but I just need to put these on as they were for now. So glut fruit, which is, as we just found out, glut fruit is Etham and Tannis. Right. Spite fruit is Nada, Lamori, and Rosca. Which means the last two were husband and wife of Lorum and Vel, or Lurvel. Oh. This has not helped me. This has made it much worse. I thought somebody was lying. Of course, if you're not very far, either of them could definitely hit him. Yeah, because, like, let's see. We know someone broke the charter. It was her husband. I'll prove Nada's wrong about me. Nada is, of course, the sibling that hates him. Brother's lazy, wife's disrespectful, nephew's useless. Yeah. Someone's just killed. Range sort. Use is limited. Small restraint and okay. Count your data me. Harvested glut fruit. He didn't harvest glut fruit. But he did go to the glut fruit orchard. What was this note? Useless. Anyways. Bzap. Family members with me in this fight fruit used only our approved tools today, and everyone stayed in their finish ring up. Don't disappoint me. They all used the correct stuff. All right. Well, let's do this now. Maybe eventually. The neck is extendable for use on. None of these look extendable though. Anyways, well, that's the grip. The safeguard prevents invalid stuff. That's got to be that. That's why it's. Well, maybe it isn't. No, that's the Ferial. Corresponds to a portal. That's why it's marked. Transmitter is pointed at ground during use. That's got to be that. That little thing, that little doohickey. Let's just look at how it's being used, though, to be safe. Is it pointed at the ground? No, it's pointed. Oh, that's a switch. Never mind. Oh, wait. The way it's being used, that's not a grip at all. That's the grip. That's always the transmitter. That's nothing. Okay. Tyne keeps Ray's range to about a hand. The neck is extendable. That feels like a tine is usually like the end of an instrument. Like a tine of a rake or a pitchfork is the prong, for lack of a better word. So to me, that's probably the tine. And then what's left? The safeguard and the neck. That's fine. I'm just putting them there at this point. Modified tine requires modified safeguard to work. Need to adjust that as well. So that looks like the neck. That's why it's extendable. Where would that be though? That's the neck. Okay. Which means that's the safeguard. They modified the safeguard to make it work. So I think he just gacked himself. And I think the discrepancy with the sun is that he just didn't do anything. Or something similar. Blank, 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 the blank of a blank to blank, it's blank. In the process, blank was also blanked. When in blank orchard, blank, blank aimed to blank, 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 the blank, and so blank with it. Of course. I'm gonna say that, sounded... I think we're gonna start with Lurem Lurvel. Modified the, time of a harvester to increase, to extend, well, he said extend its reach, right? Extend its range. Was it range or reach? I mean, he said range. reach. Or he said reach. Better reach means quicker work. Maybe there's other stuff there, though. Modify the time of a harvester to extend. In the process, the safeguard was also modified. Extend its range, or... Yeah, extend its range makes sense to me. But we'll keep an eye on it. Well in the... where was he? No, not there. Bait fruit orchard. He aimed a harvester. Aimed a harvester at a bait fruit tree? Plant? But since he extended the range, like he was inside the range, since he was inside the range, and so was fused with it. Okay. So... Alright. There was a weird thing here that he swapped out. It's on this side of the river, which means I think his son aimed it. Etham. So he was in the glut fruit orchard. Etham aimed a harvester at a bait fruit plant. I think that fits. Lure and Werewolf modified the time of a harvester to extend its range. In the process, the safeguard was also modified. Glut fruit Etham Werewolf aimed a harvester at a bait fruit plant. Lorem Lurvel was inside the range, and so is fused with it. Actually, was that... Yeah, Lorem was there. Well, darn, I thought we had it all right. No. Okay, so this one, instead of was inside the range, let's do was behind the plant. Okay, so that's... Curiosity, do we have two or one? Just one. Okay. So it was fused with it. Was a safeguard modified, or was it... No, it can't be removed. No. Well, no. Modify the time of a harvester to extend the range. Modified time requires modified safeguard to work. I'll need to adjust that as well then. And then we look at this. Is that the modified save? It's gotta be, right? got the same key length of a thing, right? And that's why that isn't working, because that's meant for bait fruit, but he's using this, which is not. Whereas that... Oh no, wait a second. That... No, there was this one too, right? That one's meant for this. That one, though, that one's meant for the glut. He wasn't... The harvester... Got a bait fruit plant. But maybe what he actually did was aim it at a third plant, because it looks like he was aiming for the long one, which was the spite fruit? No. He was aiming at a bait fruit plant. That's why he was behind the plant. Okay. That's aimed a harvester at a bait fruit plant, but he was behind it, and so fused with it. Learner won't modify the time or harvester to extend its range. But is there a better way of putting that? Right? Modify the time. In the process, the safeguard was also modified. Glut fruit, he aimed it at a bait fruit to help with his, like, parents, because they were harvesting quicker. Lurum was behind the plant, and so was fused with it. Yeah, I know that. He was in a gut fruit. Yeah, I feel like we're close, but was behind makes sense. Was behind the plant makes sense. Fused with it. Wasn't killed. Right? It wasn't something dumb like that. You know, everything was right there. What are we missing? Oh, it's Atham that modified it. That's why he was testing. Yeah, that makes sense. Lurum was a completely innocent bystander. Because it never mentioned who did it in that family, so that was our next, like, step. Was checking which of those three would have changed anything. Work chat. Top 3 highlights from last night's drinks event. Go. Easy. Loverboy serenading you over the PA system. Please do not remind me. Keep dreaming, sweetheart. Moving on. How about your flawless impression of Patala? You sneezed without authorization. Prepare to be vaporized. My masterpiece. That was amazing. Speaking of Patala's wrath, how could we forget the old-timer's speech about ending the restraint policy? I was merely being ironic. It's quite the manifesto. Soon all Lemurians will agree we have the power, but are unwilling to use it. This cannot stand. The strong must dominate the weak. So much fuss over a drunken joke. Joke or not, we might have to tell Mommy and Daddy. Better safe than sorry. No, please. I beg you. Patel has no sense of humor. Relax, we're messing with you. We all know you never meant something like that. Oh, right, of course. Very droll. Haha. Lies, punishment, and a dance of deception. Court of the Sentinels. Oh. Is this the dance? I feel like this is the dance from the base game. Maybe. Maybe not. It feels right, I guess. What do we got? Oh, dear lord. Too much. To avoid hypocrisy in their sacred mission, handling unsanctioned technology outside of a Sentinel's duties is forbidden. To maintain the humility befitting their station, seeking wealth or status beyond the purview of a Sentinel's responsibilities is also forbidden. Statute. Follow the letter and spirit of the law. Any attempt by a Sentinel to take the law into his or her own hands is forbidden. To devote their attention fully to the work of cultivating a safe Lemuria, allegiance to any outside cause or movement is forbidden. High ceremonial clothes of the Sentinels. Use of the library's printing and formatting machine restricted to scribe of the Sentinels only. Oh, God. It's the dance. It's gotta be a different dance, then. Spiel dance. Carves the meaning deep into your soul. Okay, so what did he start with? That? The dab? That feels like invention, maybe? It isn't humility. Though, I mean, dance protect the public. And that's someone twirling. So's. That fourth one has got to be So's. I can't tell if that second one was knowledge. Like, were there different little phalanges being used there? That doesn't feel right. That might be without, actually. Without... Actually, without was the second one, right? Probably invention without control sows destruction. Invention without that one. Invention without that one. Actually, that's probably humility. Invention without blah, without humility sows whatever that is, chaos. Invention without humility. Yeah. Okay. That was a nightmare. Daria, this is excellent work. I'll make a few minor formatting and, oh no, adjustments and then make copies. Don't list Patala. I'm confident your performance will change hearts. What'd you format differently, boss? I feel like I can trust you with a great secret, but I cannot tell you opening. Pay close attention to my performance tonight. With your guidebook at hand, I have a message just for you. dispose of this after reading. Whatever it is, move it down to the right. So instead of that, it is... Yeah, I haven't met anyone. That's fair. I love you. Find gift within butterfly. And so there is gift. It just says gifts though. Is that it's fine. Alright, what happened? I'll leave. Sorry to bother you. Verbal command received. This is Prime Sentinel Morn Da Silva. Open the door and like Prime Sentinel status confirmed. Open vault. I'll read these in a second. Okay. So they're all interrogating him. Now, the question is, who left him the gift? Daria. Okay. We'll read these in a second. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's the weird time. During a routine security check last night, library found free of any foreign objects. Hallway surveillance of sentinels who entered library today as follows. Harold Zins, an advisor Kib, scribe Sift, performance, technician Kara, assistant Dalberry. Okay. So it looks like the time that was modified that they found eventually was confiscated, but it feels like this guy's set up. Then again, anyways, let's see. Never touch that thing. Daria, please tell them. But she's like, I don't know what he's talking about. But that's also green. At some point, this is going to be proven not an acceptable way of telling the truth, but I don't know when that will be. Best for us to seal him away till we return to the capital city. Can't there be another way? Bethabs. Ensure all sentinels have a clear view of Harold Zinn's spiel dance performance. Of Daria Zinn's. Catalog recording of the performance in the library immediately after changing. Okay, so we've got Daria Zinn's. That's Bethabs. I don't know if that's, you know, front or what. This guy seems like a turd. Makes me think it's Patala, but one of the two, for sure. Purge your lies and your veiled deception. You're in violation of a sacred statute. The specifics of your sin shall be sorted out at your trial. Tribunal. If a foreign artifact is discovered in a sentinel's possession, tribunal shall be held. Sentinel under suspicion must answer the following questions. Were you caught handling this forbidden artifact? Does this forbidden artifact belong to you? Do you know where this forbidden artifact came from? If Sentinel admits guilt, refuses to answer, or answers untruthfully, they shall immediately be detained in preparation for a full trial at a later date. Other Sentinels shall offer statements concerning the incident. Why are we not questioning him further? How did he smuggle this detestable thing onto the ship? We must determine whether he is an accomplice amongst our ranks. Looks just like an object we confiscated from the orchard. I gave Sentinel de Silva one to deposit into the vault. How did he get his hands on another? So that his last name is de Silva. Technician Kara. And assistant Dauberg. Scribe Sift. Advisor Kib. Herald Zins. Herald Zins and Advisor Kib. I feel like De Silva. Anyways, look at these. Let's start with him. Are the 3 questions? Yes, but I've done nothing wrong. I mean, I didn't know. Okay. So what was question 1? Were you caught? Yes, I was caught. I didn't do anything wrong. Does this belong to you? That doesn't belong to me. But it's a gift, so it technically does. And then, do you know where it came from? And then, I have no clue where to put it there. Just let me explain. Prime Sentinel Morn de Silva. Wait, that's the Prime Sentinel? No, that's the Prime Sentinel. Then never mind. Morns de Silva. Or Morn de Silva? Anyways. So, that's that. My duties as Prime Sentinel do not require me to enter the library, nor would I ever handle forbidden technology unless I'm depositing it into the vault. Am I not above suspicion? I was in the library alone. I didn't see anything unexpected. Perhaps he brought the artifact in with him. Why did he do it? I would never so thoughtlessly violate our code. Okay, so he was alone, which means that's got to be Scribe Sift. Yes, I entered the library to speak with Daria concerning her message public. Must it be an insufficient rebuke? I believe this incident validates my concerns. How quickly technology has corrupted one of our own. So that is Advisor Kib. Heko Sift sent me to the library. Heko. Heko Sift sent me to the library to catalog a recording. That's when I caught Gim still in his clothes of high ceremony, holding that thing. What else can I do except run and call for this tribunal? I didn't want to implicate myself by speaking with him. Gim, huh? Okay. That's a name. been sent by Sift. Said. To catalog or record that. Well, that's confusing then. They have it. Unless that's both of them. Technician Kara and Assistant Daubery. I entered the library this morning and we retrieved translation materials for the masses. Patala arrived and spoke with me, and then we both left. I've never seen the device before this tribunal. Which means she ran into Gim Gim. Oh wait, no, that's the exact same person, isn't it? So, Gim Gim, Kara, and Betheb's Dalbury? It's either that or vice versa. Oh, we're good. Translate that: invention without humility sows chaos, sows rebuke because of this incident they found. What explains these statements being false or true? Yeah. So again, the 3 question was, does it belong to you? Doesn't? Do you know who put it there? I never touched that thing. Okay. Let's go back. Because they're asking about the 4 statutes, more or less. Oh, because it wasn't really a gift? I don't know. Handling unsanctioned technology outside of Sentinel's duty is forbidden. Seeking wealthy status beyond. Don't take the law into your own hands. Leadership any outside cause or movement is forbidden. Station. Hate that this is slightly offset. It's fine though. This is tough. That's the explanation for knowing who put it there. That's for sure. As for the that doesn't belong to me one. It feels like that also explains that. I was wrong. I was so wrong. So I'd assume that's right and that's right. Yeah. Does everything explain that? No. Okay. Yeah, so it's these two. isn't that. Is it any of these statutes? Like law into your own hands? No. I've never touched that. Oh, the glove, right? Yeah. That. See, they can bend the rules around it. But you do have a clue, and then that doesn't belong to me. Yeah. It was a gift. It does belong to you. You know you've done wrong. I don't know about that one, like... I guess just because you knew about this, that's how... Anyways. Someone set him up. I don't know who, though. Because it wasn't Daria. Which actually, I mean, if it's... If he was here, it's one of... And it wasn't her, it was either Patala or the scribe. God, that is a lot. Daria Zins. I know this one just seems to be... Oh no, this is the translation. I love you. Find gift within butterfly. Daria's in. So it wasn't Daria's sense, it was Gim Gim Kara. Translated the message. Or the dance. Find gift within a butterfly. Who was it? I don't think they're being executed. They're just... It was detained, right? For having... violated the first statute. Yeah. Brought a... I'd say forbidden is the only one I can find. Respective against yeah, it's gotta be forbidden. Forbidden artifact. Board the ship. And this was Bethab's. We kind of gotta build it out, right? Bethab's now recently given Kara holding the artifact and called a tribunal. At the tribunal. We need to know who brought it aboard. An object. I gave it to Sentinel de Silva. I gave Sentinel de Silva one to deposit into the vault. How to get his hands on another. Okay, I think all of this is good. Because they're basically just like, we're detaining you. Seal him away until we return to the capital city. If he admits guilt, be detained. Yeah. I think we're good on everything here so far. Definitely forged a message from Dariazin's and then sent it to Gim Gim Kara. Forged a note. I don't know why that's forged a what? Invention? Forged a gift? Nah, it's gotta be forged a note, right? Never seen that device before the tribunal. But De Silva was never there. So it's either the scribe or the advisor, and he seems like too nice. Didn't see anything unexpected. I'm gonna just say it's the asshole. Specifically because they say that they're redoing it, if I remember correctly. Because they say like, oh yeah, no, this is great. I'll make a few minor formatting adjustments, then make copies. Oh wait, no. That's Patala that did this. So maybe it is him then. They did say he was like saying that we needed to topple it. Printing and forming a scene restricted to the scribe of the Sentinels only. Okay, never mind. My biases have played against me. So I think Heko brought both in that case. Heko says smuggled the forbidden artifact onto the ship to frame Gim Gim Kara, knowing what questions would be asked of suspect at the Sentinels Tribunal. Heko laid an inescapable trap for Gim Gim that exploited his infatuation with Dariazin's. This also looks like it's got the culprit for each, right? So to speak. Universal transfer device, this powerful contraption can execute a number of commands pertaining to life, memory, matter, and more. Though it was considered dangerous in previous eras, the Sentinels used their universal transfer device for a strictly essential purpose. It is used to excise dangerous memories from perpetrators, but the automaton that holds the device only functions if the target willingly complies and requests the procedure. That seems suspect, but the golden idol's there. Blammo. Now he's king or whatever. Oh god, I can't. What? Huh? You can't pull that off and then just leave. That's not fair. The Sentience Gambit. A daring mission goes awry. You kicking me now? Yeah, I'll say. Mounted 4-barreled gun. What the hell happened in there? Where's Mr. Red? We only need space for 4 of us. Little Chirper will work remotely. Once Little Chirper and I have cleared the path for you, I'll signal you on my signal and straight to the entry point. After that, stay out of sight for a while. When I give you the signal, collect me from the prearranged spot. From there, we'll head back to the entry point to collect Mr. Red and Mr. Blue. We got most of what you came here for. Let's just go. Freedom at last. Once I'm alone on the ship, thanks to Little Chirper's performance, ensure that the path is fully clear for Mr. Red and Mr. Blue, while Mr. Red takes care of our main priority and Mr. Blue plays his part. Set up my demise. Once everyone is done, signal Mr. Green to collect me at the prearranged spot. Alright, well, that guy's code name is Mr. Green. And Mr. Red is not here. I'm about to profile based off of lips, I think. Also, that's Mr. Black. Which, actually, if they don't have Mr. Red, I don't even need to profile. That's the best part. So what's here? A3, C1, B2, B3, B1, C2. Okay, they stole stuff, maybe. Stole the golden idol. Once inside the ship, stay out of sight for a while. Mr. Red plays his part. When he's ready, I'll bring you the key you need. Don't mess with its controls. They'll be as you need them. Head to the room directly in front of the one you originally entered. Inside, use the key Mr. Red gave you to disconnect me. Remember, you're looking for a duck. After that, head back to the entry point. Mr. Green and I will meet you and Mr. Red there. Red will bring you the key. Use the key to disconnect me. You're looking for a duck. After that, Mr. Green and I will meet you and Mr. Red there. Red. And I have cleared the path. Signal you on my signal. Straight to the entry point. Stay out of sight. Collect the prearranged spot. From there, we'll head back and collect Mr. Blue. Once I'm alone on the ship, thanks to the Chirper's performance, path's fully clear for those two. Once they take, Mr. Red takes care of our main priority. Mr. Blue plays his part. Set up my demise. Okay, I think we got that covered. Death to all humans. Death to all humans. Death to all humans. Verbal command received. Take this Vaporon and repeat the phrase death to all humans. Checking speaker status, scanning Veridola, sentinel status confirmed. Running hold object Vaporon, running say death to all humans. Repeat. So there was a sentinel involved. I would assume Little Chirper is the scribe. That's probably just a coincidence. Well, no, you know, it can't be an actual coincidence, but their robes are the same as the first Sentinel from the previous episode, which is cool. Show today's command log. Checking speech status. Sentinel status can't be confirmed. Ignoring verbal command. Interesting. Okay. What do we conscious being just like you with all the same rights. Don't believe you. Admit you're just a low-life prankster talking to us through a transmitter which you've connected to the robot speaker. Okay. Child, don't be so naive. Isn't that exactly what a sentient robot would want us to believe? Let us continue our investigation. Okay. Up we go. Oh my. My, oh my. Well, let's start with the dead body. Oh, he's dead. He's big dead. Man is not breathing. Though, one of these demises isn't real. So then again, if this is the scribe... Nope, that is not. There's this again. I don't want to click on that. That scares me. What did your leg get turned into? It hurts so much. It doesn't hurt, though. That's a lie. Circular saw. A1, A2, C3. That was the third of what they wanted to grab, probably. Once you, Mr. Blue, are inside, grab the first key from under the bed. It was prepared yesterday. Should be good to go. Take care of our main priority first. After that, use the second key, the one you brought with you, to get the third. Hand the third key to Mr. Blue. Well, he does what he needs to do. Bring the stuff back to the entry point. Mr. Green and I will meet you and Mr. Blue there. Or, more likely, Green and Pink might have been reversed. I don't know. Either situation is weird. First key, second key unlocks the idol. I assume. Maybe. The duck. These represent people, as far as I can tell. Could also be a bunny. Not sure. Okay, and this is like their life? I don't know if it's their life remaining. No, I think it's like the memories they've stored, which would make this the oldest one. And then the Prime Sentinel here. I don't know. We don't have the words yet. Who has entered the vault today? Prime Sentinel entered earlier, as only he is permitted to do. Protocol identified self. I saw that he spoke true. No one else has come. Press LM, correct command. That worked. Oh god. A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3. Detained. And there he is as well. This has been cut off, though. Been stuck in this room for days now, alone with this automaton and this creepy little statue. Tala keeps telling me all I need to do is instruct the robot to remove the memories I have about tampering with the harvester, and then they'll let me go. I don't know how much longer I can hold out for. At least my Invisibook prototype worked, so I was able to sneak this diary on board. Invisibook. Weird. So I would say the first key was in here. The second one may have been him in some fashion. And the third was the golden idol, which freed him. Whatever the hell that means. Connect and share. Square is 4 sides, triangle is 3 sides, yes. And then there's this, that's untrue. And it certainly looks disconnected. So that Veridola that tells only lies. Because you see the safeguard is gooberfied. His Veridola is not there. In fact, it shouldn't even be scanning the Veridola. Because I don't think they have, unless, well, whatever. What do we got here? More Silver, Grand Sentinel, Special Access Vault in all bedrooms, Patala Kib, all bedrooms. Dark Zins, Projector Room, Gim got to the Calibration Room. That was the first one. Water Country Formatter, Bethabs, nothing. Suggestions. Things would run a lot smoother if we were allowed to calibrate temporary Veridolas rather than having to wait for Gim to do them all at the start of each job. Rejected. Sentinel cannot perform his or her duties for whatever reason. The person immediately below him and the chain of command should take on his or her responsibilities while a replacement is sought. That makes me think that currently Heko can access the calibration room. Alice Color reports sentient robot in Sector 4, Code Red, dispatching full team for investigation. We got the patrol robots. Road command received at 1010, set patrol area to gym only. Sentinel confirmed that. Okay. So, oh, the only one they care about is who this is. Based on everything, like this, that was the scribe. That was Heko. Now, as for everything else, the plan and everything. Where's this? There. Okay, like the duck is definitely Heko Sift. Dead guy is Morn de Silva. This is the oldest one, which makes me think it's Patala somewhere. Then in terms of like everything else, we got a fish, we got a vice, and a apple. Fish has not moved, which to me means that is, in fact, Gim Gim still. That's gotta be Betheb, and then that... The apple is Darius Inn's, so that means that's Betheb's. So here he went all the way around into there and then out. Okay. That makes sense. As for the plan, let's take a peek-see here. Old Chirper and I clear a path for you. There's the entry point. Great question. It doesn't really look like they had an entry point. Alright, well, no, that's not true. Because there was... If we're looking here... There is an entry point. But... Entry point... I guess it's just the elevator, right? That's what it looks like they went out through. There's no, like, imminent explosions. The robot's victim has to be Morn. Because he just shot all over the place. Now, why he's there... Well... No. That's not true. His victim is supposed to be Hekosift, and is supposed to be, like, dead. They're specifically, they're looking for, the sentient robot. Yeah. That's the victim. Unless they want me to be more specific and I can be like the wall. Or the victim, I mean, is no one, essentially. He didn't actually kill anyone. Nice. Let's look at, like, the keys and stuff. Entry point, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Mr. Red, got most of what you came here for. Once I am alone on the ship, thanks to Little Chirper's performance, which is the, like, sentient robot, sure the path is fully clear for Mr. Red and Mr. Blue. Mr. Red takes care of our main priority. Mr. Blue plays his part. Set up my demise. Mr. Green to collect me. Rearrange spot. It's inside the ship. Mr. Red will play his part. I'll bring you the key you need. Don't mess with its controls. They'll be as you need them. Use the key Mr. Red gave you to disconnect me. To disconnect you. Enter the room directly in front of the one you originally entered. Directly in front. Is that directly in front, though? First key is under the bed. Take care of our main priority first. Which I think is killing him. That's why that's there, right? Blam, 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 blam. Second key, the one you brought with you to get to the third, hand the third key to Mr. Blue. Does what he needs to do, bring the stuff back to the entry point, Mr. Okay, I think the main priority was legitimately killing Morn da Silva. I think the third key was the Golden Idol. The second one was the Veridola. And the first one was the... maybe the Circular Saw? Oops. No. So he's like, take care of our main priority first. First key. The first key feels like it should be the Circular Saw. Though the second one could also be the Circular Saw to get the third, hand the third. Yeah, no, actually, no, that makes sense. The second key... Third one's still definitely Golden Idol. The second one, Circular Saw, they sliced it out of this one's hands. That makes sense. Okay. So the second key is the Circular Saw, for sure. Which means the first one's the Veridola? Right. Yeah, so we have two others wrong. Now, what was with these? 10-10 is a patrol area to gym only. Right. Like, went out. When did we start? Past here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he stopped 2 outside of that, which would have been here. Actually, the X means that might have been... a kill out there, but then how did he get up here? You know? I mean, in general, it doesn't look like... He's got the Veridola. That makes sense. The Veridola, to me, is the second, or the first key. Got that. that allowed him to lie. The circular saw cut the golden idol out of there. But then, what was the main priority? Just getting... Take care of our main priority first. Which to me means killing, I guess killing Morn de Silva. Right? No. Okay, apparently not. So like it wasn't Morn de Silva. I mean, it looks like he got off the place, though. Like, he walked up here, verbal command received, da da da. And then he just died. Unless that, like, also teleports you. There is a bit there, but it also says, like, set up my demise. And we already named him correctly as Heko Sift. I guess they all went out of the ship then? Once I am alone on this ship. Set up my demise. No, okay. So this is... Heko was in on it, but so was De Silva. Or De... whatever. Once I am alone on the ship, ensure the path is fully clear for Mr. Red and Mr. Blue. Mr. Red takes care of our main priority. Mr. Blue plays his part. So yeah, this is him talking. Saying, Keeney, Dallas controls, head to the room. They like took his memories, right? Disconnect you. Head to the room directly in front of the one you had entered. Where's the key to this? But then it says you're looking for a duck. Which is not him, which is very confusing. But instead Heko Sift. Are we playing in other people's brains again? Because that feels right. So the victim being no one actually is correct. But the main priority wasn't Morn de Silva. It was something else. An entry point. That still feels right. Then again, why are they missing something. We're missing a lot. What hit them, so to speak. They have a mounted 4-barreled gun, right? Heko wanted to get Gim Gim out so that he could have access to the calibration room. This much we know. Because the calibration room gave us the ability to lie and make it the truth, essentially. This happened near the end. The key was prepared yesterday under the bed. It's not him either, then. I guess they just used a window? Is there a... Oh, right here. And they came through that. I mean, it does still definitely feel like... Oh, and then it was blown out kind of deal? Sure. That makes sense. But what was their main priority then? I guess... No, it can't be Lil Chirper. I guess Mr. Black was their priority. No? Okay. That wasn't Heko Sift. Whose demise, then? I guess their main priority was artifacts. Just getting a bunch? Oh, like the first one they went into the vault, they got all the artifacts, and then they used the second to get to the third. And then he was double-crossed with something that doesn't look right. Just doesn't... A1, A2, C3. Could that have tried to fuse something? Maybe. Alright, to clear the coast... Coast... And then something... returned? Ordered, I guess. Ordered a sentient robot. Is there another accomplice? It doesn't look like it. $10:15 happened there. This was 10:05. Or sorry, 10:10. That was 10:05. Dispatch the full team, essentially. Oh no, sorry. It was a little chirper that reported the robot, and then Heko Sift ordered them to enter the vault. Mr. Red wore Veridola that Heko Sift had purposefully miscalibrated. Once inside, Mr. Red stole artifacts and the golden idol. Mr. Green, Mr. Black, and Mr. Red escaped in the shuttle. I mean, I could also change that to Mr. Black or that to Heko Sift, to be honest. Hopefully they accept both. Using the latter, something using the latter, blank, 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 who blank, releasing what happened. Belatedly? No. Mistaken. Using the ladder. What was this? 10:20. Blank, 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 blank. Robot. Mr. Red wore Veridola. Heko purposely miscalibrated. Once inside, Mr. Red stole artifacts and the golden idol using the ladder. They accidentally something. We got let me quick look about. Gave him memories back. Oops. Did this again. It's fine. Using the ladder, Mr. Blue repeatedly not shot, but like returned. That's weird. That's a weird one. He said give the third key to Mr. Blue, right? Somewhere. Controls. Head to the room directly in front. Use the key Mr. gave you to disconnect me. After that, there's the entry point. There. Using the ladder, Mr. Blue. It's like repeatedly, belatedly. Oh, mistakenly? He disconnected the wrong one, didn't he? Mr. Blue mistakenly. He disconnected the wrong one because he thought that was a duck instead of that one because it was a bunny. That's okay. He saw it like that. He thought it was a duck. Went there, went there. Mistakenly. Disconnected. More to Silva, who realized what happened, returned to the ship and shot Mr. Red. Okay. We've got 2 wrong. Does this mean it has to be Mr. Black? Yeah, I bet it does. No, I think that doesn't matter. Returned to the ship and shot Mr. Red. I mean, I can like Hecko Sift, Hecko Sift, Hecko Sift. Yeah, it's fine. What if I do something like that? Well, that's confusing. Because that feels like 2 are wrong there. That's very confusing. So that just means that there's 1 wrong. And it's gotta be like... Why does that count as right? That's very... That's gotta be gacked in some way. Also, I'm realizing it was Mr. Blue and Green. Which means that I just got putting red there on accident. So we were correct the whole time, which is nice. Getting him out of the way, Hecko gained access to the temporary Veridolas. He intentionally miscalibrated one to go green when the wearer lied, so red could use it to access the vault steel artifacts inside. Mr. Blue was supposed to disconnect Hecko's Veridola from its antenna, so the Sentinels could no longer be able to track him. Stop them from trying to look for him anyway. Hecko also made it seem as though a robot had vaporized him, but Mr. Blue accidentally disconnected Morton instead, preventing a clean getaway. And also he's still connected, so good luck. Non-adventure zone, buffer zone, and Technotopia. So this is where Lemuria is. Buffer societies, hunter-gatherers, farming societies, early state societies, and nomadic pastoralists. Interesting. Cloud printer. Prints clouds that spread a provided liquid sample into the atmosphere. Creates euphoria within range for all people in contact with gold. Teleports matter within range to a predetermined destination. Fuses organic matter together. This converts any body of liquid into gold. Disassembles a targeted object into basic parts. Quaffizer. Converts text to liquid. Contact with the liquid or its vapors will instantly cause one to memorize the text. Expander rapidly expands the targeted object. Nano Civilization Kit. Add water to start your own rapidly developing civilization in jar. Or a Convincer, which converts an idea into a list of arguments that are statistically most likely to convince everybody that the idea is true. Sure, yeah. Consequences. Disobedience sows chaos. How bad? Pretty bad. Pretty... It got bad. It really got bad quick. Oh man. This looks like an hellscape. Alright, well we'll leave it on War of the Worlds here for a second while I go to the bathroom. I think I realized what happened to the civilization, though. Alright. What could have gone wrong? I like how they're like, wow, you really spouted some crazy, like, megalomaniacal stuff there. And he's like, I was drunk. And they're like, we know, buddy. It's all good. What do we got? Alright, Mr. Red and Mr. Blue, or sorry, Mr. Green and Mr. Blue are now Mr. Breen. The artifact, the idol, I just didn't care about. No, of course they're not breathing. One's charged up more. That one's removing memories. The idol currently is empty. Oh, never mind. It's set to give all memories. Teehee. Oh, right. It was red because... yeah, okay. The string attached. Okay. What are they? You will answer for this. So you caused this? Make it stop. If you done, Patala, this is all your fault. Excellent child, I did it in the name of the law. Don't you understand? Did I not show you his evil dreams? Sure. Verbal input received. I'm a lawful citizen. I'm a sentinel. I'm not intoxicated. Analyzing input. Input correct. Scanning. Set operator authorization. Patala Kib only. Run justice function from chip. Running justice Hecko Sift. And later. Scan Weirdola authorized user status denied. Never in my life have I ever thought about touching narcotics. User status confirmed. When command receives stop all functions. Did it actually stop all functions? Doesn't look like that's the case. Oh no, not else if statements. Oh. The justice function. Authorized user status denied. So I assume it just kind of like schlorped them up. Oh, there goes Daria. Yum yum. I'm a lawful citizen. My name is Patala Kib, but never in my life have I even thought about touching narcotics. Oh, it's about to stop, yeah. Seems crazy for Sentinel. I'd never seen before enter my cell and remove the idol using a circular saw. On his way out, he said to me, "You saw nothing." Strange, but I could have sworn his Veridola girl glowed green as he said that. Not long afterwards, I heard people running around, then gunshots. All the while, I just sat in my cell, frozen in fear. That was a while ago. We're experiencing terrible turbulence now. Done sitting around. I'm going to try to sneak out and see what's going on. That was a good idea, boss. Yeah, the statutes, I understand. What's this, though? Mega Miner User Manual. No. I don't want to do the programming. No. Why? I'm not reading this. Oh, no. The memories. Memories are gone. Monument to Humanity is there. Data Disk Factory. Tracking Dead Zone. Data Guardians Office. And 4 is the Family Orchard, which is... Right, they must have... They ended up there. Okay. Flight recorder will record for several minutes after crash. Oh, God. No. Alright, we'll work on that in a second. Teleporting harbor system, safe, legal, and effective. Okay. Where'd you get your license? Okay, so we know that's not him. Could be him or him. It's a miracle I got us this far. That's, in fact, definitely him. Alright. That's him. That's him. We know that is there. Where's this one? Like, we know that... is everybody okay? My artifacts intact. Check all 6. Are they alright? No thanks to you. Where'd you get your license? What's the name of our shop? It's a miracle I got us this far. To stop bickering. Let's take it. Mr. Deadweight. Take what? Where'd you get your license? This far. There's something about, like, give me that map, take it. Need to hide. Stop bickering. Sentinel ship, we were so far ahead, how they find us. Isn't it obvious how? You had one job. Don't blame me, maybe they just got lucky. You know, it's not what happened. Give me the map, I need to hide. Take it, Lord. Find more that do that. We don't need Mr. Deadweight here anymore. Alright, and then... the data disk factory. So, did they... it looks like they got... they got tricked into, like, a booby trap? Is my guess. Well, that's in his hand. That seems unlikely. Oh, no, they just thought they'd get away, but it didn't say it would fuse them, right? That's the whole big thing. Safe and effective. So they thought they'd get away. And they did not. This, I believe, is the data disk that eventually ends up being the problem. Which means maybe that this, his memories, Sekko's, are like the ones that caused this whole thing in the second game. Because they thought they'd get away. Hold it around. I don't know if they killed him or not. Like what they were supposed to exactly do, but meanwhile, Mr. Mega Justice over here. Alright, let's program or whatever. The Mega Miner robot can be programmed using either visual or traditional scripting. Figures 1 below and 2 right show how the default mining function looks in each case. To trigger this function, use the following line of code. Run mine Dreadworm Ruby. Replace most bracketed parameters are the ones you require. Or write down your own functions using the inbuilt commands or detailed on the next page. There's 4 if-then statements. If you find nothing, walk and then return to start. If you find an obstacle, destroy it and then return to start. Okay. Well, let's... that's nothing. That's an obstacle. That's... walk. And that's destroy. Now, one of these is being identify, and one of them is... gem identify. I think that's a just identify, and then one of these is being, and one of these is tart or gem. This one has destroy under the being, so star is being. Eventually. Being, and then that is gem. And then the other ones either identify the target or didn't identify the target. Let's just tell. If oh, never mind. It is not target or target. The lifting weights one is definitely the discard. I say it like it's a move in a card game or whatever, but it's fine. Anyways, so under being, if it is that, kill, destroy, return to start. Because they don't like dread worms in this case. So this one is kill. The other one is clean and then store. You don't know what this is, right? Maybe. No, it's find. We're programmers. Alright. Clean. Polishes gems to radiant shine with 0 damage. Destroy. Laser blast. Quickly remove an obstacle. Discard. Just drop it. Find. Tells Mega Miner to search his current area. Identification. Where's identify? There. Non-targets are 0. That's X. Instant humane death via laser blast technology. Useful against gem-eating nasties. Store. Walk is 3 spaces. I see. Functions. Oof, unfortunately, I think this is this, right? But also, fortunately, kind of know what it is. If you find nothing, you walk. If you find an obstacle, you destroy. If you find the being you're looking for, identify him. If it's not the target, you do that. If it's target, you do that. Kill. Ugh. Store. How would you get to else? It just keeps looping. If you find the target, but you couldn't kill him because he was already dead, I assume. And then it was just never going to stop after that. That seems right. Okay. When Hecko, Sift, Mr. Blue, and Mr. Green realize that was being tracked. They I'm saying like hid in the data disk factory because it was a non like tracking space, tracking dead zone. Entered the data disk factory. Once inside, Mr. Blue and Mr. Green. I assume they just shot him. They shot Echo. Then, using the golden idol, they transferred all of his memories to a data disk. Memories. Memories. They did this because they needed Echo Sift. Transfer, manage, entered, failed, love, track, shot. No, it's gone. Because he knew. Finally using the harvester. They teleported to the orchard, but it went horribly wrong. So he knew the something of the something, but he could not have. Without being tracked. Could not have left. The factory. Locations. The usage. He knew the functions of the golden idol. No, they didn't know how to do the artifacts. It's not just the golden idol. They cared about the artifacts. Even though the game's about the golden idol, they don't care. They do not care. Sick. Meanwhile, Tom Kid programmed the robot to find find, identify, and then kill Echo before it could stop. But because the robot had been because the golden idol had been used on Heko. the robot failed, used on him, it failed to failed to kill Hecko. So the revenge continued. Gib tried to stop it. Couldn't, having just I think violated one of the statutes. Finally, Ethem managed to by using the Veridola that had previously been miscalibrated. He violated one of the statutes. Which one is a good question. Lawful citizen, my name is Patala Kid. It's an operator to Patala Kib only. On justice function. The input's correct, but the Veridola statement, one error. I'm a lawful citizen. And of course, being a lawful citizen, unsanctioned technology, technically. Or the law in their own hands. One or three. Because by saying you're lawful, you've taken the law into your own hands. So the scenario, the mining robot got stuck in an infinite loop of destroying buildings, capturing people, because the program has not stopped until it killed Hecko, which was impossible because the idol had already extracted all his memories. Fortunately, Ethan realized he could trick the robot into accepting his commands by lying to it while wearing the temporary Veridola from the heist. This way he managed to end what would have otherwise been an endless cycle of destruction. 1 year later, what do you think he was trying to achieve? Anything to say will be pure speculation. We'll never know what motivated that heretic. I don't even know who these people are. Oh. Exif wanted to blank all blank, to blank the blank, and then blank the blank. Well, he did say something. Strong must dominate the weak. I mean, abolish the restraint policy has got to be the last one, right? I like that we're actually using these little bits. With power, unable to use it. Strong must dominate the weak. That doesn't help. I think to him, become king through domination, essentially. The buffer societies, huh? Wanted to I mean, there's not this again. God. My guess is that we do need, yeah, it's literally let me create, expand. My guess is he wanted to convert text to a liquid to cause them to instantly memorize the text. Use the nano civilization kit to add that, and then expand that civilization. So Quafizer, nano civilization kit. And then the expander. So in this case, he wanted to convince all Lemurians to, I assume, conquer the world? No. Oh, but if he wanted to do that, converts any body of liquid into gold. Prince clouds that spread a provided liquid sample into... Okay, never mind. Spreads a provided liquid sample into the atmosphere. Converts an idea... Okay, no. Converts an idea into a list of arguments. Then we turn the text into liquid with the Quafizer, and then we use the cloud printer to put it into the atmosphere. I think that's right. No, it'd be abolish the restraint policy and then conquer the world. Yeah, just had to swap it around. You had it pretty much right. That was his goal. Yeah. It was, in fact, the exact same data disk. You could have improved so many lives with your wondrous knowledge of from the Lemuria of the past. Barbarian or present weakling Lemurian. The last true Lemurian died with me thousands of years ago. And perhaps it's for the best that none will access that knowledge anymore. Though he did, like... I mean, since New Wells, he was still trying to do stuff, right? Crime families, or his favor, heritage projects, apply the tape recorder, they can obtain evidence, drugs. tested, scramble their memories using sound. Sure. Singing, Secunda. Seko. That, cause that's his Secunda. Hako. Hako Secunda. Hako. What was his other? No, that wasn't that. What was his other? Secunda. Just give me like what his actual. Because we learned about the family names getting spliced together, right? I don't think it fully works there. But he did definitely, like, try and continue his work. Oh, this was the third one, not the fourth one. Unraveling is the fourth one. Just to try and piece it all together. Echo Secunda. I think that was just like named by what the data disk was, right? Kept on always trying to escape and replace memories, right? It was a mess in the end, huh? I'll do to like... Yep. All sorts of stuff. I don't know how they do any more Golden Idol games, I guess, after this. I mean, you could easily just make another game style like it, but it does feel like they've wrapped up pretty much all of their, that's why you educate humanity. For it's all memories of the square disc. Yeah, so he was trying to get everybody there, but they survived somehow. Constriction? Oh, that's just the that's where Echo gets out of the asylum, right? Yeah. Smashed all the lenses. That's Tessa. Jean surviving. I guess, like, maybe they could pull something out of that. It's fun that the technology continues to get, like, more... both more understood and more less understood at the same time. The first one was, like, age. Now this one was, like, I'm spreading memories to everybody and rewriting them completely. That's all nuts. I feel like the pirate one will either put a bow on everything or be a nice little tease into what they could possibly do in the future. And I don't know which it is, but I'm excited to find out. I hope you enjoyed it, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. We will be back again soon. Maybe Monday, maybe this weekend. If it's this weekend, I'll let you know on the Discord. Otherwise, we'll be back on Monday with more stuff. I'm not sure what that stuff might be. Might be Isaac, might be some Darkest Dungeon. But it'll be something. Either way, as always, appreciate y'all watching. Hope you enjoyed this DLC case, and we'll try to be more... what's the word? Speedy. On time with the last of the 4. Because this has been a great time each time. I enjoy it a lot. I felt more in control this time than I did last time, but that might just be because we played it a bit more recently, so we're a little more comfortable with it. But either way, until next time, toodaloo, have a great time.